What's going on, guys? My name is Corrupt, and today we've got more Town Hall 10 guides, this time on the Bowitch attack strategy. This one is a very simple strategy, so this video might be a little bit shorter. However, we are still going to be able to talk about exactly how to use this attack strategy, going over base identification, and really a step-by-step guide on how to use this. It's a very simple strategy, so really you guys can see with a lot of these Bowitch attacks is that it's either going to be spam or it's going to be queen walk. And obviously queen walk, it should be self-evident what you're going to be bringing in there. You're going to be bringing the queen walk, a few more bowlers, and definitely less witches than the spam version, where in the spam version you're typically going to be using a lot more bowlers, a few more witches, but still a little bit less than what you would be using in like a frozen witch. But then also you're still bringing in that wall wrecker, and that is really important because the wall wrecker is the key to the success. Now, I have seen where some people may use a stone slammer. It's a little bit more awkward, but bringing in loons there with the haste in the back end can usually be a really good idea. So it's something to keep in mind depending on the base, or if you just want to be creative, well, that's one thing you could probably try and do. However, usually you are going to be using the wall wrecker. So don't try the stone slammer, use the wall wrecker until, a specific strategy with the Bowitch using the stone slammer will still be able to, get 3 stars, and I will definitely bring that out to you guys if I see more of that. However, with this attack, what you really want to try and do is set a funnel on 2 different sides. This will allow everything that you have in like the middle section going into the core, along with the wall wrecker and the heroes. And as they kind of just move through the base, you're going to be able to open up a ton of compartments and start smashing through these different defenses and buildings because of the bowlers and their bowler bounce. Now, usually you are going to be bringing like an ice golem CC or a bowler CC, or maybe even sometimes a Valkyrie CC. So usually it's a really good idea to keep in mind with that. And then the spells that you would typically be bringing are like freeze, poison, jump, and heal and rage. So those are definitely some really good things to bring with this, just because those spells really allow the Bowitch attack, especially going through the middle, to stay up through. A lot of those spells are going to be used as you kind of start moving through the base with your heroes, your wall wrecker, and some of the witches if they do get summoned in, and the bowlers. Now, usually what you're going to try and do with this attack is use the jump spell on the back end, where then you're able to jump into a compartment or multiple compartments and then completely start wrecking through. And in the spam, it's a little bit more self-evident. However, in a queen walk, you guys can still do it, since either you want to get your queen a little bit deeper into the base to kind of really funnel out one side and then use the Bowitch on the other side, or using it with the Bowitch itself to get into a compartment where your queen can't get to it and the bowlers can't get to it without breaking a wall. So you really want to make sure that you guys really know when to use those jump spells. Now, we're going to go into a step-by-step guide for how to use this attack strategy. So what you're going to do first is you're going to set a funnel, and very similarly to my other attacks, you're usually going to be bringing that funnel. Now, unlike the other ones, you're not typically bringing baby dragons, and it's because you have the witches and the skellies, and it's because in a spam or in a queen walk, your queen walk will actually set one side of the funnel while your witches do the other side of the funnel. And in a spam attack, your witches are usually going to set the funnel. The other thing that you could bring with this is some healers. Usually you're going to bring 2 healers if you're using a spam, so that allows some witches to stay alive on one side of the base. Just make sure that you know where the air defenses are, so then the air defenses don't start poking at the healers from a safe distance where the witches can't get to them. So usually that's something to keep in mind. And another thing to keep in mind is that when you are definitely setting the funnel, you really want to make sure that you guys can get a wide funnel set, because usually you're sending this attack strategy wide, especially if you're using the spam. Queen walk, you can be a little bit more patient, but with the spam version, then you're really going to try and get your attack wide so that then none of the bowlers, none of the witches start wandering on the outside. Unless there's like a lot of channels, then you're going to be seeing a lot of the bowlers start walking towards the outside. But other than that, you're able to get through the base. Now, as you kind of start sending in your heroes, your wall wrecker, your bowlers, and a few witches from the inside, you're just going to be able to use the abilities when necessary, and then as they kind of start moving through, you're going to be able to get a lot of different structures down as you start moving through the base. And this is a very, very simple strategy. If you do see doubles, singles, you may want to bring a free spell specifically for where you're going to be entering. Other than that, you guys can really easily smash bases that do have single targets, since they don't have the multi-target splash. So you really want to make sure that you guys really understand what the base it has, what the modes are on their Infernos. If you see one multi, one single, usually if the single's behind or near the town hall, then you're completely okay, and you can attack from the multi side, since the multis don't do that much damage to a tank, such as the wall wrecker. Now, the other thing that I forgot to mention here, and even though I was talking about a little bit before, was the P.E.K.K.A.s, and the P.E.K.K.A.s do an amazing job as they kind of start moving through the base. So if you do have some leftover P.E.K.K.A.s, you're able to completely start going through the base, and you guys can really set an amazing thing as you go through. Now, using the giants instead of the golems, and there's a little bit of dependence depending on it. Usually you can sometimes use a golem in terms of a queen walk Bowitch, just because it provides better tankage. However, usually in a spam, you're going to be bringing the giants in, a little bit more disposable, as well as they are just great to use as tanks in general, and they are very, very good to use. So definitely, as you kind of just start identifying the base and kind of wondering, oh, what tank should I bring? Usually you'll bring giants. They are very, very good. Now, the other thing is, does this strategy work with low-level heroes? And yes, it does. It works extremely well with low-level heroes. So you just really want to make sure that if you have like level 30 heroes, then that's probably a good amount. That's really the minimum that you should be using this attack strategy with. So if you're a brand new Town Hall 10, this strategy can work wonders, especially on the right base. You just got to make sure you notice where the Town Hall is, and where the multi-inferno and single target infernos are. Notice where all the splashes and all of that. But other than that, you are still going to be able to wreck through different bases, no matter how they are really designed. It just really, again, depends on is there a flat surface that you can easily enter in from, set a wide funnel, and all of that stuff. So you guys can really kind of understand, even this strategy can deal with those anti-2-star bases very easily. So it's definitely a strategy that you guys should learn at Town Hall 10. It's very, very simple to learn, and it can deal with a lot of different base designs as long as they are built weak enough to use this attack strategy. It's weak against this attack strategy. So hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. If you guys did, why not leave a like and subscribe for more of my content, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so you guys don't miss an upload. If you guys want to see more of this, please let me know in the comments below. That really means a lot. Also, feel free to join my community Discord and also the XYumanity family Discord. Those links are in the description below. And if you guys want to hit me up on Twitter, the link to it is also in the description below. Hopefully you guys did enjoy this video, and I'll be seeing you guys next time. Corrupt, signing out.